Plaintiff Shannon Pompey was married to the defendant, and they have 3 children. Shannon claims the defendant physically assaulted her on a daily basis, and she now has to wear hearing aids because he busted her eardrums. Shannon's suing her ex for breach of contract and emotional distress. Defendant Gary Fern says he was a gangbanging drug addict when he met Shannon, and he was in prison for a majority of their marriage. Gary insists he's turned his life around, and he's countersuing Shannon for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Yes, sir. My name is Shannon Pompey, and I'm suing my ex-husband. I've been knowing him since I was 15 years old. Only thing ever came out of years of knowing him was the 3 kids. My 3 kids.
How long did you all date?
Well,
before getting married?
Before getting married, 3 years.
Okay.
And we got
married. How long
married
did you stay married?
For 10 years.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
What went wrong during those times?
The physical, mental abuse.
Physical? How often was he? Mental was bad too, but hitting a woman with your fist is much bigger. How often? Every month? Every 6 months? Every year?
Pretty much every day. To the point where he was hitting me in my face, to the point that I had to wear hearing aids. He bust my eardrums. To the point, since we left Chicago, he used my brother's death to start back using heroin, the drugs.
How long was he on heroin during the marriage?
Every day. Every day, Your Honor. He couldn't deal that he used my brother's death for
But you said he had so he did quit. Did he quit before or after the marriage?
No, he came home from prison.
Okay.
And said that he couldn't deal.
How long had he been in prison?
For, at that time, I think it was 3 years, sir.
All right. Associated with drug use?
Yes.
Plaintiff Shannon Pompey was married to the defendant, and she claims he physically abused her every day of their marriage.
You heard what she said. You were addicted to heroin, and you were physically abusing her every day. Let me hear from you.
All right. So, like she said, I met Shannon in '92. She had a 4-month-old daughter when we met. I was in the streets. I'm not sugarcoating, I'm not sitting and lie. I was in the streets, I was a gangbanger. Yes, I did drugs. My going to prison, I just had came home from the prison when we met. And then I went right back to the prison. So majority of our marriage, I was in prison. The majority. So I hung out in the streets. I got locked up in '92, come home, went back in '94, come home in '97. Nobody's death was an excuse for me getting high when I got high. It was my own pain from when growing up as a child. I'm a statistic, basically. I got high because I chose to, not because somebody else, something happened, so I blamed it on someone else. It was my choice. So, far as me being physical, yes, we have had some altercations. Yes, I have put my hands on. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Every day, no. Half of the time we was together, our relationship was great, unless other people intervened. If we had my mom, my sister, her mom, someone else in the middle of our relationship.
Were you on heroin during these times, sir?
Huh?
Were you on heroin during these times that were in question?
Yes, most of the time.
All right, sir. So let's stop right there. You know and I know what heroin addicts do. Their whole life, their whole mind, that's only thing they think about is getting some more heroin and how they're going to do it. Steal, rob, beat, whatever. Come on, man. You need to be saying what probably really was the deal. You're probably trying to take money out the home. She act like she doesn't have it because she knows he has to protect the money from you to take care of the household. Otherwise, the household is going to be starving and impoverished while you taking the money out here getting high every day. And so, yeah, that's what the arguments were about. You don't have to tell me. That's what the arguments were about. The overwhelming amount of the time. You come and just let me get $20. I just need a cigarette. Or she know you about to go and get you a hit. So she said, no, I ain't giving you this $20. Give it to me.
Sure.
I'm glad to hear you're in recovery now. I'll praise you for that.
I do more than that. I go to Boys and Girls Club, talk. I go back to the prison and talk to inmates. I do all of this stuff that I should have done then.
See? All right, tell me what happened here with the breach of contract.
The breach of contract was with our son, Junior. He was underage at the time. He ended up getting into a little trouble. Got caught with, he had a good job, got caught with joint.
A joint?
Yes.
How long ago?
This was back in early 2018. Junior, he had a scholarship. He was going to TVS P College and everything. He was All-American, All-State football player. And so we agreed that he wasn't going to get caught up in the system. So, and I told, hey, let's split his fees. He agreed with this and had the text message, have everything from him. He said he didn't have the money at the time. I said, well, we'll split the fees. And he promised, well, as soon as I finish this job, I would, put my portion back. And I
What was his portion? Obviously, it was $2,138.
His portion was 1,100. Well, it was.
Okay, and the rest is emotional distress.
Yes, sir.
And that distress is associated with this?
Yes, sir.
Why do you think you deserve a judgment for failure to pay his bill?
Because he already $55,000 in the hold of child support. When they first started taking child support out of him, he quit his job. The first time they took child support,
when was that?
Back in 2006.
Plaintiff Shannon Pompey was married to the defendant, and she claims he physically abused her every day of their marriage.
So, tell me about your share. She says you agreed to pay a share and you didn't.
No. My son went to jail. He had more than a joint. My son had 3 bags of weed. We said we would help him. What I told her was,
how much was his bail?
How much was the I don't remember how much the bail was.
Nobody remembers the bail?
His bail was $550.
When we got him out of jail, I said we would help him. But I said, I own a construction company now, and I help ex-offenders when they come home. I said, our son can work in my company, and when he get paid, I would give you your money from his checks. I said, that's how you would get repaid, because he has to pay me back too. On top of this, he had to get a lawyer. So we started by splitting fees, we had to get a lawyer. I got the lawyer. She offered nothing on the $3,000 that the lawyer cost. But we got him out. She got him out. His fines and court costs, because he had actual tickets that he didn't pay. My son came to work for me for 2 days and stopped.
Why?
Because his mama coddles him.
Yep.
Every time he does something, she babies him.
Yep.
So he gets an apartment. He can't pay the bill. She calls me, let's pay his rent or let's pay his light bill. No, I'm not doing it. Because when I went to jail, didn't nobody bail me out.
Yep.
When I got on my own, ain't nobody giving me money to do X, Y, and Z. But every time something happens with our son, she bails him out.
Your counterclaim, how does she owe you, sir?
Because during this course of this incident, when she decided to sue, we have, like I said, when I met her, 92, she had a 4-month-old daughter. I helped her raise this child from day one.
Okay, so you want money for helping to raise her child?
No.
What is it?
So what she's doing now with my kids, she's trying to manipulate. Well, that's not your daddy. Whenever she gets mad at me, she tries to tear me and my kids apart.
I'm not giving you emotional distress. That happens all the time. Now, why did your son quit after 2 days? Did he tell you? What did he say?
Oh, he was tired. He didn't get any rest.
Did he tell you why he quit?
No, sir.
He did not?
He did not quit. The reason why he didn't quit.
You just said he did, and then you said the reason he didn't.
He didn't quit. Okay. He said that his dad does not pay him. Even my son-in-law said that Senior do not pay them.
How many days did he work without being paid?
A whole week, sir.
Okay, and then what happened? He quit?
No, he just did not. He worked.
Just stopped going to work.
Yes.
That's called quitting.
No.
Your claim is dismissed, ma'am. I'm with him. I believe he agreed to pay by hiring your son, and he says your son quit 2 days after. Your only defense is that he quit 5 days after. Have a good day. That's my judgment. Your claim is dismissed, too.
I'm not going to do this with her. This is what she do. And then she try to make everybody feel sorry for like she hasn't done anything wrong.
You know
I
he's
tell
worth
the
more
truth.
than that.
You gotta tell
Where's
the
my
truth.
money?
Tell the truth.
Where
Get it
about the
from
money?
your son.